唔知你有冇為意呢？就係即使你係一個基督教嘅家庭長大，其實你信主與唔信主咧，唔一定係理所當然。因為當你成長嘅時候，有好多嘅經歷可以叫你懷疑呢個信仰，又或者呢個世界好多唔同嘅思想、唔同嘅風氣、唔同嘅價值觀，可以慢慢叫你開始諗呢個信仰其實同你嘅實際生活有冇關呢？所以我遇過唔少嘅年青人係，其實佢哋嘅成長過程入邊，佢慢慢覺得呢個信仰同佢哋嘅實際生活其實並冇關係。Lisa 喺一個基督教嘅家庭入邊去長大，就等我哋今日去聽下佢嘅成長故事啊！
Hi, my name is Lisa Shum. I have been coming to Koinonia for a little over a year. I have 3 daughters. I have a 20-year-old, a 17, and a 13-year-old. So I grew up in a Christian home where Christianity was a middle-class stigma and not a personal relationship with the Lord Jesus. What this means is it means that my parents would insist that we attend fellowship, Sunday service, and Sunday school. However, we attend it in physical being. Our body is there, but our spirit is not. By the time I was 15 in grade 10, I found that this God was rather irrelevant to me. And in my humanities studies, I came to aware that there were a lot of suffering in this world. And I thought, why would a good God allow such suffering to people? And I realized that this God cannot be all that great, and he was not worthy for me to follow. And so I decided to wander away. But however, my parents insisted that I had to stay connected to the church. So I had to either do Sunday service, Sunday school, or fellowship. I decided to choose Sunday service. I can come late and then slip out early. And this continued until I was 21 years old.
後生時候嘅 Lisa 其實佢嘅成長過程都算係風平浪靜，佢嘅學業又唔錯啦，事業都算平步青雲啦。但係去到21歲嘅時候，有一個好突然嘅事件發生，生命上邊就好似有一啲嘅變化。
There was an evening that happened when I was 21 that made this it was quite relevant to my life. I met back a bunch of high school friends, and they decided to ask me to go clubbing that night. And they said they'll come and drive me. And so I thought, that's great. However, it was funny because I remember that evening very well. I left work early and thinking that I would get myself ready for the outing. However, I had this very strong urge that I should actually stay home for dinner. Being the youngest child and the only child that was not married, being at home, I felt that evening I should stay home with my parents. And it was such a strong urge that I declined the outing. So I told them that I won't be joining them. However, later on, I realized that night they got into a car accident. 2 of them passed away, and 2 were left in critical condition. At that point, being 21, I realized that there was no age to death. And I started to ponder what life was really all about. So I revisited this faith of mine and revisited who this God is that has been there since my birth.
我聽到呢一度，我覺得呢個朋友嘅意外其實嚟得好沉重，就係死亡可以離開年輕嘅 Lisa 原來咁近，就係呢一個咁樣嘅意外，令到 Lisa 要去反思生命嘅意義，要去再一次諗下，再一次探索，其實佢嘅信仰對佢嘅生命嚟講有啲咩嘅意思。
And so I went back to church and Sunday showed up for Sunday school, fellowship, which was very difficult to do. And through the word, through the knowledge, I realized I came to know God personally. And the Lord was asking for a change in my life. So another thing that suddenly came that changed was there was one Saturday summer morning, where my 2 best friends and I decided to go to the beach and build sandcastles. So we had everything ready and packed and left and by 8 a.m. in the morning. By the time we got there, we started our handiwork. We were so excited to build the best sandcastle in the world. We took time to make the fine details, the just putting all our effort into this. And by the time afternoon came, we sat back and we just admired our own handiwork. we're so proud of ourselves, of what we can build.
其實年青咧係俾我哋呢一份嘅理想，我哋有好多嘅夢想，而我哋啱啱有嗰一份嘅感覺咧，就係好似只要我哋肯努力，其實我哋可以飛得好高，去得好遠。於是咧，我哋好想試下睇下自己飛得幾高，去得幾遠啦。為咗一個夢想，為咗一個理想嘅生活，我哋會投放好多，我哋會苦心經營，我哋會覺得其實我哋所有嘅嘢，甚至我哋嘅未來，一切都掌握喺我哋嘅手入邊，就似乎係呢個世界突然之間打開，任由 Lisa 喺天地之間去闖蕩一樣。
By the time 4 or 5 came in the afternoon, the waves started coming in, and there was this one big wave that came and swept the sandcastle and just flattened everything, and not one trace of it was left on the sand. It was a shocking realization, and at this point of time, I came to think about what I was building in my life. And the Lord spoke to me then. He said, Lise, what are you going to build in this life of yours? Are you going to spend all your time and your effort building something that's only temporal? Or are you going to take all that and build things that are of eternal value? And he said, you have a choice. And at that time, it was very clear to me that there was more to this life. And I had to think about the days that I'm given. What am I going to make of it? It was then that I realized every choice that I make, would it be of temporal or would it be of eternal? And that was my guiding for the next steps to come. Being a young accountant in Price Waterhouse, the sky was the limit. But I took that summer. The following summer, Price Waterhouse gave me a bonus and gave me the summer off to do some studies, whether it be in law or accounting. But instead, I decided to go and take courses at Regent. It was through there that I met a bunch of friends. And with the Lord's guiding, I met my husband today, Paul.
就當 Lisa 準備去闖出去嘅時間，神突如其來問咗 Lisa 一個問題，就係究竟你今日去燃燒你嘅生命係為咗啲乜嘢呢？你係為咗一啲短暫嘅嘢啊，定係為咗一啲喺永恆入邊有意義嘅嘢呢？就係一個咁樣嘅問題，令到 Lisa 將自己嘅假期擺咗去佢希望更加認識呢一位父神個身上。
And I look back on this journey since that day, and I can see that God has brought me in all my decision making to keep my eyes on Him. And because He was such a personal God, you know, stories that we've heard through my childhood, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, He was a personal God to them. But what was shocking was that He was a personal God in the past, and He's a personal God in the present. He was a personal God to me. He met me where I needed to meet Him. And it was that day He wanted me to have a personal relationship with Him. And today, with Him leading me, I am who I am today because He met me first.
父神係冇介意過佢曾經走遠，甚至有一段時間將神拒諸於門外。相反就係藉住每一次生命入邊嘅經歷，一步一步咁樣將 Lisa 帶返嚟，要同 Lisa 去建立一個個人嘅關係。當日一個曾經覺得宗教信仰同對自己冇關嘅年青人，今日成為咗一個忠心跟隨嘅成年人。你呢？你有冇小朋友㗎？你會唔會緊張？其實佢同神嘅關係係點樣？佢個信仰生命係點樣？有冇諗過有陣時唔係單單同佢講你要返教會或者同佢講聖經，而喺佢面前你俾一個點樣同神嘅個人關係佢睇呢？你有冇去 demonstrate 點樣係活喺神嘅恩典底下呢？